Jose on the camera today. I'm going to be filming the boy, the D2, now D1 prodigy, Arenal. So he's just warming up right now on the track, coming off of NCAA's and D1. So we're going to catch up with him now and we'll get straight into it. Yes, sir. Too, right? The budget that you guys got.
Yeah. Except I'm wearing Nike, which is wrong. But.
You gotta get a Sharpie and put like the 3 stripes on it.
Yeah. I just work out on these because we definitely can't. Like we'll get in shit if we race at someone else.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't. I like the Adidas bikes, but
yeah.
I'd like do just so I had these before. I do some workouts in those, but I also do some in like the Adidas Super Shoe.
Right. You have to wear Adidas spikes gear. Yeah. Was it a good change for you, or was it like you had to get used to it?
One of my teammates, he switched into these and like basically broke his foot. Like if he switched quickly, but yeah, my switch was honestly like pretty gradual, so it made it not bad. Nice. These shoes, like I do most of my mileage in these. I think they're just Solar Glide. They're not amazing, but they're not bad. They're like pretty average.
They get the work done.
Mileage. Exactly.
Right.
Just workhorse shoe. It's not just like you can't abuse it, but if you need new shoes, then you're just like, hey coach, I think I need new shoes. And he's like, all right. And then you just go to the equipment guy, and he just gives you
shoes. How many pairs you got?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything you'd need. You get treated well.
Hell yeah.
So for the workout, so yeah, it's 2 sets of 1K, 8, 6, 4, 2 on just like lap jog, easy. So yeah.
How fast do you hit those?
I think around like 255 for the K, 216 maybe for the 8, like 136, like 60, 61, and then like 29, 28. Actually,
solid. It's a solid workout.
For the first set, might be that or a little chill.
Secret log. Yeah.
But maybe get like a little fast for the second set.
Yeah.
Free camera.
Be good. To the basement people, to the basement. Many surprises await you. In the basement people, in the basement. You heard that last time, you know we're gonna find you. Sick in the car, sick 'cause you're not up to going out on the main streets, completing your mission. You heard that last time, you know we're gonna find you. Sick in the car, sick 'cause you're not up to going out on the main streets, completing your mission. She spoke words that would melt in your hand.
Are you just doing a lap jog between the next set?
Yeah. Next rep,
Next rep. How do you feel about the transition from SFU D2 NCAA school to UW D1?
I think I took it pretty well. Like obviously it's never gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
I had like in December I kind of was injured a little bit. So then getting in to the program first month was kind of like a bit slow. So like I'm a bit behind, I would say, most of the other guys. Just
any road miles?
Yeah, maybe in the summer. I'll see. I never really ran a road mile, but I'd be so down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still got like 30 seconds.
Yakima, we're calling you guys out. Invite the boy Arenal to the famous Yakima Mile. Yeah. Just know this guy will win it and take all the prize money. So invite him at your own risk. All right.
Oh, it's switch. Click of a button. All right.
To the basement people, to the basement. Many surprises await you. In the basement people, in the basement. You heard that last time, you know we're gonna find you. Sick in the car, see 'cause you're not up to going out on the main streets, completing your mission.
tired, man. A cameraman position for track runners, it's not an easy job. You gotta be sub 4:10 in a mile or bust. This last 100 meters of his rep, I'm gonna try to stick with him. Let's see how well I do. Yeah, there he is right now. Leave your comments below what you guys think Aaron's running right now. What pace? If you guys don't know, he's a 3:55 miler. He's one of the best right now in North America. He's second team All-American. And the boy's from Alberta. He's really repping right now for Canada and the D1 scene. And he's coming back right now just for the weekend to link up with the OG squad and still get that work in. We got the homies, Katie and Mackenzie, on the women's SFU soccer team.
Hey, check out my on-cloud shoes.
Oh,
You gotta get them.
I see you. But yo, honestly, you're rocking with New Balance right now more. Mackenzie got it.
Whatever.
She's holding it down in
Those are ugly.
880s. Hey. You think you could do the most keep-ups on this field right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? What are you hitting? What are your numbers looking like?
So high that I wouldn't even count.
Damn.
I just go until I drop it. Not in these. Not the best shoes. No techers in these shoes. Too much sole on there, you know?
I see.
You know I try so hard, but I think you don't see me, cause I'm moving so fast. We call it rock and rollin'. My weapon seems useless cause you're on to me. You are impossible to be, you're always very controlling. Oh, 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 it's a lizard. Oh, 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 it's a lizard. Oh, 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 it's a lizard. Gonna do a voodoo dance until you feel my power now. Oh, ooh. How does that feel? I got some booze. I'll call him and beat him.
It is when you went? Because it seems like you guys already had like a lot of studs, but then this indoor season it really like clicked and you guys really started making a name for the Huskies and the dogs out there.
Yeah, I say it's obviously the best group that like Washington's ever had. Which I don't know, Andy hasn't been there for that long, so he's kind of like built it up. Where obviously he's had like incredible groups at Oregon.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, we had there's a bunch of grad transfers coming in like me, where it's like I don't know, a lot of guys that were ready to run stuff really fast. And it's like just getting that whole group together. It's like,
how's it having like one of the legendary coaches now? I mean, you already had the legendary Britt Townsend coaching you, and now you got the boy from Oregon. How does that feel?
good. I think like you want to surround yourself or like put yourself into the best situation. Yeah, obviously like both Britt and Andy are incredible coaches and they've like proven it beforehand. So it's like when you go to a coach that has had success, it's like ain't nothing better you can do. I wanted to put myself into like a situation where I'm like challenged again, where it's like, I don't know, I don't want to be the best in the group, like right when the environment is different. It's not like just the group, because obviously I did have a good group here as well, but it's like the D1 vibe and just like the level that all these guys bring to practice and their own expectations, where it's like everyone there has the idea that they can be one of the best, go pro. So that's what I wanted, and that's what we got, really. Yeah,
and the exposure. Can you talk a bit about that? Like, I know that, I mean, you want to go pro in the next coming years. Why did you? I think that was kind of like a factor, right? In your move to a D1 school.
Yeah.
Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah. D2 is amazing to have a good experience here, and going into college, like, that was the best option for me. I don't doubt that at all. But you can't argue that being in D1, there's just more eyes on everyone and the scene in general. So going there, going to D1 Nationals, which is huge, more like highly watched than D2. Like, not a lot of people pay attention to D2 unless you're doing crazy stuff like Christian Noble was doing last year. Where it's like just placing at D1, being All-American and making the finals, like everyone is seeing you there. Brands are gonna talk to those guys before they talk to like the D2 studs, so.
Right.
Can't really argue with that, it's just the way it is.
Just the way it is. Let's say like high schoolers that are looking to go D1 or D2, what do you think is like the biggest factors that they have to consider before making a decision?
Like I was just saying, you want to go to a school that is going to suit you from where you are. Obviously, every kid wants to go D1 and go to a big school, but that's definitely not always the best option. It's appealing just for its like outward appearance, like, oh, I'm a D1 guy. But most cases, if you have a D2 school where you fit in more, you'll get better championship races. Like, say if you're not a great D1 guy yet, but you want to go to D1 school and then you never make it to nationals once. Whereas like, you go to D2 and get more, you can race better at conference, maybe make the conference final, easier to make it to nationals, get more racing experience. It's a lot easier to progress than just to be a number on a D1 program. So you really got to consider if it's just a number and you're just in the pack and you're not really doing anything, it gets stale, it's not as fun.
Just gotta have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you're having fun with the boys at Huskies. It's like going to that train and going into that pack. But can you talk a bit about the team culture there? You guys are a sick squad, and I feel like this hasn't really been seen before. Where I mean, like 8 guys are going sub-4 in a race. Like, how's that culture?
It's really good. That's one of the things that Andy is super keen about. It's like he doesn't want to just grab all the best guys and throw them into his program and try and get results. It's like he really stresses that there needs to be a good team environment where everyone's enjoying themselves and the environment is healthy and not like toxic, which I feel like can happen if you have guys who are too competitive, maybe have too much of an ego, and they just butt heads. But our whole group is like, everyone's good friends, and there's no toxicity. It's like everyone wants to work together, help out the team. Even if it's just like pacing too. Everyone's willing to, even if they just race the day before, they'll jump in and pace you the next day, just like paying it forward, which is, again, not every group has that. So it's like carefully constructed the group where it's like everyone will get along. It's not, no one's butting heads, no one's ego's getting inflated. It's like all working together.
That's sick. And I mean, you're rolling with some NCAA champions, right? So it's like, I think it's probably the best place you can be right now.
Exactly.
In D1 running.
I don't think there's a better spot.
Yeah. All right, well, appreciate you for letting us tag along this workout, man.
You're welcome.
And we wish you the best in the season.
Yeah.
Now dance.
If you guys haven't checked it out yet, we went to New Balance Nationals. That was the craziest vlog. Again, if you haven't watched it, tune in. Don't sleep.
Because it's moving so fast.
You ain't dancing.